Today's episode of Variant is brought to you by Squarespace. Welcome to Variant One Shot. A lot of you may not know this because I've never talked about it on Variant before, but I was obsessed with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a kid. For a while, I actually liked Power Rangers just as much as I like Batman and comic books. And since they were such a big part of my childhood, and they recently got a new comic book series through Boom, and we've been getting all these new casting announcements for their upcoming movie, I figured this was a perfect time to talk about the Power Rangers. So today, I'm gonna tell you 10 things you didn't know about the Power Rangers. At least 10 things the average person doesn't know. So let's start with fact number 1. The American writers had to build plot lines around the action sequences from the Japanese series Mighty Morphin was based on, which was a version of Super Sentai. While it is fairly common knowledge that the Power Rangers was adapted from the aforementioned Japanese series, in the early days of the show, the English writers had literally no clue what was going on. Week after week, they received a series of action sequences from their Japanese counterparts, and they had to somehow build a plot line for American audiences based on nothing but fight sequences. Which seems like a big pain in the butt, but also makes a whole lot of sense for certain plot lines in the Mighty Morphin series. Number 2, the Power Rangers once shut down the LA freeway when Dare, you guys remember Dare?
Now we're saying no to drugs.
Dare hosted an event with the Power Rangers at Universal Studios Hollywood back in 1994. 35,000 people showed up for a chance to meet their favorite Power Ranger, and over 8 miles of LA freeway dragged to a complete standstill. The massive crowd shattered a 30-year attendance record for the theme park and raked in hundreds of thousands of dollars of admission revenue. To put that in perspective, Madison Square Garden only holds about 19,000 people, and I actually remember going to meet the Green and Pink Ranger at Festival Flea Market in Pompano Beach, Florida, back when I was a kid. And let me tell you, it was crowded, but not 35,000 people crowded. Fact number 3, Power Rangers were banned in New Zealand until 2011, which isn't that long ago. In 1994, the New Zealand Broadcasting Standards Authority removed the show from air due to the number of complaints from concerned parents who thought the show taught their kids to solve their problems with violence. Which was actually a pretty big complaint for the show nationwide, but all I know is my parents let me watch it as a kid. They even stood in line at Toys R Us before the store opened to get me the action figures. Yes, I was an only child. Number 4, Bryan Cranston, or Walter White as most of us know him from Breaking Bad, voiced 2 of the villains for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Kinda shocking, right? But it's 100% true. He voiced Snizzard and Twin Man. On to fact number 5. The original Blue Ranger quit the show due to harassment. Blue Ranger actor David Yost quit the show as a result of regular harassment for being homosexual. I gotta say, it's pretty sad and pathetic that he got harassed for his sexual orientation. There's some pretty horrible people in this world. Keeping this Power Ranger train rolling is the fact that the Yellow Ranger is a man. Now before you're all like, what? Let me explain. We all remember Trini from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right? She was the Yellow Ranger with the power of the saber-toothed tiger. What you might not know is that in the original Japanese show, which Mighty Morphin was based off of, the Yellow Ranger was a dude. Which explains why the Pink Ranger has a skirt built into her costume and the Yellow Ranger doesn't. When I first found this out, I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense, because I always wondered as a kid why the Pink Ranger had a skirt built into her costume but the Yellow Ranger didn't. So for all of you who wondered that as a kid, just like I did, now you know. You're welcome. On to fact number 7. The character of Tommy Oliver, played by Jason David Frank, has been 6 different types of Power Rangers. The original Green Ranger, who's always been my favorite Ranger, the White Ranger, the White Ninja Ranger, Red Zeo Ranger, Red Turbo Ranger, and the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. That's a lot of Power Rangers. Number 8 on my list is the fact that the original Black Ranger has only 4 fingers on his left hand. I have to admit, I didn't notice this when I was a kid. I found this out in my older years, but if you go back and watch the older episodes or look at a screen grab, you can see that it's totally true. The more you know. Number 9, according to an interview with Amy Jo Johnson, who played the original Pink Ranger, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was originally supposed to be called Dino Rangers. She said that when they began filming, the show was called Dino Rangers, but they soon changed it to Power Rangers. And the last fact that I'm going to mention is that there's been over 15 different American Power Rangers series, which are as follows. You have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers Wild Force, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers Mystic Force, Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Power Rangers RPM, Power Rangers Samurai, Power Rangers Super Samurai, Power Rangers Mega Force, Power Rangers Super Mega Force, Power Rangers Dino Charge, and Power Rangers Super Dino Charge. Yes, I know that's a crap ton of Power Rangers, and that's just the American versions. Don't get me started on the the Japanese versions. But there you have it, friends, 10 things you didn't know about the Power Rangers. Before I end today's episode, I want to thank Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Their sites look professionally designed regardless of skill level, and there's no coding required. They have intuitive and easy to use tools, and you get a free domain if you sign up for a year. Start building your website today at squarespace.com and enter the offer code VARIANT at checkout to get 10% off. And remember, Squarespace, you should.